Welcome back, fans and friends, for this upcoming video. I have another Matchbox. This one sort of came out of the blue. It's the Matchbox Collector Series. I've done the SVX and I think one other one. So this is the 17 out of 20. This is the 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix. And we can see it there twice, just on the right. And it's from Mattel, obviously, 1964. And we have everything Matchbox registered trademark. Grand Prix again, so in case you didn't read it the first two times. The True Grip tires, as we all know, they do the rubber with the plastic interior. And we can see 1964 just on the front of the license plate, and there it is again. And on the rear of the license plate, so once again, this is one of those more simple collector series, kind of like a green light, but not really, or a Mini GT actually. It's more closely related to Mini GT. So in the series, so it obviously doesn't show us all 17, but we can see there the Alfa Romeo Giulia. I've done that, but I did the basics from the Matchbox and not the, I want to say high end, but it's not high end. And we have there the two Mercedes G classes, the 550 on the left, the 500 Cabrio on the right. We have the Grand Prix, this one on the top, of the GMC Scenic Cruiser. So this, if it was done to scale, I might be interested, but obviously, considering it's probably the same length as that Alfa Romeo, it is not to scale. It's the same scale as this Grand Prix, so clearly we know that's not the case. And this was released last year, but I picked it up really recently, so I guess it just took a while to get everywhere. And there we have everything else, all the information we need about shipping, age restrictions, and recycling. So the one thing about this vehicle, and I will knock it for it, it's not really its fault, but it kind of is it does cost about $747 here, which means that it is only slightly cheaper and almost the same price as a green light. Now, you're going to say, well, what's the deal about that? You see here the plastic insert with the cardboard box on the bottom and the car on the top. There we see all of Mattel's lucrative labeling and Grand Prix a number of times, just in case you forget what's in the box. So the one thing is though is that unfortunately this plastic does not fit in the box, so therefore you cannot directly put it in there, which is a shame, because otherwise I've shown the Mini GTs, they do have a little clamshell that allows them to go in there without bouncing around. So it makes this essentially useless, other than a piece of cardboard with the car decoration on it. But I mean, you're going to pay so much for it, they could have done either a better job with the car, or at the very least give you this where you could put the car inside and the car in there. Anyway, that's not very important for this video. What is important for this video is we see what we get. So once again, so unfortunately the front windshield is not as see-through, and it looks like it's come down a bit. You can see there where it is not flush with the A-pillar and the roof. A little bit of a quality issue, and it is not quite as see-through, so you can see there. And everything else appears to be unpainted. You can't even see the door handles. Nice chrome accents, but I mean, all you see here is Grand Prix. I'm gonna try to read what is underneath Grand Prix. Oh, and I've been joined here with the cat. Apparently very interested in the Grand Prix. So I believe it's just the symbol they have, G on the left and P on the right. Obviously Grand Prix racing inspired. I'm going to try and, okay, so the door we can see there, it's a little bit finicky. And so I'm afraid of breaking it, actually. Seems very flimsy. And as we can see there, a little discrepancy between the right and the left door. Doesn't want to open. So I mean, it is kind of expensive for what it is. I would like for this to be done by another car model manufacturer, but I mean, I'll settle for this. I was looking for a Grand Prix, so here it is. Pretty much it looks okay. The best part about it, I guess, would be the car itself and the colored license plates. Everything seems to be painted evenly. We can see a little bit of manufacturing stamping issues right there. This line is not straight. The lights are not painted either. Well, they're painted, but they're not painted to contrast the silver around it. White wall tires would have been nice too, but I guess we get what we get. And the front is okay. No complaints about that. Would have loved for the hood to pop open, like I said, because the only thing about these older cars is you want to know what the engine is. Unfortunately, we can never know what the engine in this is. It had a bunch of V8s, V6, but we'll never know. So anyway, Grand Prix, not terrible, but not outstanding either because it's so expensive. That might be the huge issue. Other than that, it was okay find. I actually prefer the Torino Talladega, at least the Hot Wheel Premium. It's about the same price, but I liked it better. So with that, just the roll test. I will use the cat as the buffer because he has so graciously volunteered. And it rolls very well. So no complaints about there. The usual Mattel I'm going to roll, but not to be done to the highest standard. This is the Matchbox Collector Series 1964 Grand Prix. And this is Thomas from Toronto, and thanks for watching.